Good morning, students. In today's class for class 8th writing portion, we will start a very important exercise that is very useful for class 8th and ninth, and that is diary entry. As the name suggests, it's in the form of diary. So, diary writing is a very personal form of writing, and it is a record with discrete entries arranged by date, reporting on what has happened over the course of a day or other period. While writing a diary, we should keep some points in our mind to make our diary very perfect and to the fullest to the satisfaction. It can be based on an experience or a scene or a description or narration of certain events or any other thing or activity that the writer consider worth writing in his personal diary. It may be an occasion of happiness, some fear or some high desires, such kind of things. And in imagination, in writing a diary, it tests our skills of means imaginative skills, creative and expressive skills. There are some guidelines what we should follow for writing a very good diary. It has no fixed format though or style of writing, but good diary entry should contain these following points. A good diary writing contains the place or the date, though this is not given in our syllabus as well. We do not mention place, so you can leave this portion. In many formats, the place is also given. But if you see the formats given in your grammar ed book or an authentic book, so you will not find date place there. You'll find date, day, and time. So we should mention all three entries there. That is day, date, time. You can see the format how it is mentioned. You can leave the space for place. So in this format it is given. A diary doesn't require any heading like we were doing in message or notice. So there is no heading for diary. Please strictly follow all these points. However, it is optional. If you want, you can. But in our 8th standard syllabus, it is not mentioned. No diary, no heading should be there. The style and tone is generally informal and personal. However, it depends on the subject. Sometimes the tone can be philosophical or reflective too, but in our 8th standard, we do not require that. You can freely express your viewpoints and feelings. As the diary is writer's personal document, the diary entry doesn't need any signature and it is totally optional. You can evolve your own suitable style depending on the topic of your writing. But I would suggest some point like we should use the language that should be very simple and formal. It should be simple language expressing your thoughts because we are just writing this for the purpose of expressing our thoughts. And we one very important point that is not mentioned here, I would like to add on my side that we should be truthful and honest to our diary. We should write honestly, truthfully all these things accounts of our life, and we can express our thoughts, feelings, desires, fears, joy, etc. in it. And one very prominent thing that we always write the diary in first person. What are first person means? Whenever we write a diary, we use there a pronoun of first person's pronoun. Like we generally started with I. I am very happy today, dear diary. Today my joy has no bounds. So means such kind of sentences you can identify that I am using my or I. So these are first person's pronoun. There is no fixed word limits, but we preferably we follow word limit, means we do not exceed it more than 80 to 100 words. Though there is no word limit given, but not more than 80 to 100 words maximum. Now there is one question. We'll take one example. You recently visited the 24th Crafts Mela at Surajkund, Faridabad. It was mini India assembled at one place. Using the hints, make a diary entry of what you saw and experienced there. Means we are given verbal or visual inputs also. So we are requested, we are expected to use the given hints. In case the hints are not given, we should use our imagination skills. Imagine and we should write it, because we are free to write our thoughts. So you can expand our thoughts to any extent in writing a diary entry. You can see the format here. Place is also given, though in our course content place is not given, so we'll not follow place, we'll follow day, then first date, then day, and then time, and all three will be in different lines. First date, then day, and then time is also given in one line, but we can write it in next line. After Monday you can write the day. Then we started with writing this salutation, dear diary or hello diary. The craft mela at Surajkund was much more impressive and grand than what I had. This is what I said, first person pronoun. I. So I am using I had, means you are in that. You are writing it. So we call it writing it first person. The theme means we also highlight the main important points, but we should write it in first person. So whatever was experienced by the writer is actually mentioned here. It was mini India assembled on a few hundred acres of land. All the awarded artisans from different states had set up their workshops and stalls there. Many countries, more particularly Pakistan, Nepal, and Afghanistan, gave it an international look. Bangles, jewelries, decoration pieces, wall hangings, purses, shoes, all such articles were there. Every evening there were cultural shows at Chopal and the Rangmanch. The food court provided all kinds of delicacies for food lovers. Basically, it was India in it, all its color, taste, and sound scattered on the Arauli hills. Then finally, there is Sanders' name as well. Generally, we sometimes we do not mention it in some formats. You all are requested to follow the format told by me or the format given in your grammar right book. So this all we do in a diary. And one thing you are requested to please follow, again I am going to repeat it for you. Write the diary in first person, and preferably we write the diary in simple past tense. Take care of tenses too. We call it past tense. Fine. And finally, when you end your diary, do mention the sender's, the person who is writer's name. We can use slang language somewhere even in the diary entry, because it's a very personal experience. So salutation should be there, like dear diary or hello diary. Either of you, either of these two, you can use hello diary or dear diary. And finally, the writer's name. Write it in first person's pronoun like I, we, and preferably write the diary in past tense. Now, I will just read one question for you. You all are expected to just practice it for practice. It is not a kind of homework, but just to give you a chance to practice your imagination skills. So it is, you celebrated your 16th birthday on a grand scale. All your near and dear ones were present. So write a diary entry to express your feelings of joy and gaiety on the occasion of your 16th birthday. So you will again start it with time, day, date, and addressing it like hello diary or dear diary. Then you will start writing your diary. Please to take care of format, make simple language, and complete your diary. Enjoy writing your diary. Stay safe. Thank you for enjoying this video. Thank you so much. We'll meet in our coming class soon.